All right, welcome back, everybody. As you can see, we're at UFC5 now. We're gonna go ahead and jump into some ranked online, and go ahead and just talk about my first impressions and just kind of overall thoughts on the game. So far, I do like the new graphics. Obviously, of course, they had 3 years to work on something. I feel like they definitely put into that. They got a new character selection screen. Me personally, this is not my favorite. I think it makes it a little harder to kind of see the stats of the fighters, so you could, make your reasonable selection before. But it is what it is, I'm sure I'll get used to it. The other things about the new, let's see, about the new fighter select, you got those alter egos, but they kind of like hide in there. So like, if you don't hit your right button to switch over to the alter ego, you're not gonna get it. Um, but yeah, okay. So now let's go to the combat of UFC 5. This game has had it's got some issues. I'll leave. I'll start there. I'll say it's got some issues. Kraken's one of them. I'm gonna like a lot of these fights. I got a couple fights in here. I'm just gonna start skipping through to just my main talking points. But for the most part, the first one, everybody's spamming. Like this dude will probably just sit here and keep just swinging and swinging and swinging and swinging and swinging, and he's not gonna stop. The other thing, head health, I swear, it's like your block is not doing anything. Like I'll be holding block, and my head health, in my long term head health and my long term block health will go down at the same speed. I've literally watched 30% of my health leave in 10 seconds. As you can see now, if you look at my long-term head health right here, we're a minute and a half, less than that, into this fight, and it started like that. We're gonna go ahead and skip just a second here to go to this next little sequence. You'll see I'm gonna throw this. Boom! It had that head kick land. This is what I say here. Like they really got to work on this, okay? Because the tracking is terrible. Like getting out of the way with head movement is not really even like it's possible, but it's a lot more difficult. And you can see that foot was nowhere near him, and it's still hit. And then the other issue is, watch this. I'm gonna throw a leg kick, and then I'm gonna knee. Hold on. Okay. All right. Somewhere in here, there we go. I was like, I know, I need this dude, and it took it as a leg kick TKO, and I was like, that was weird. Like, what kind of hitbox has your calf and your abdomen? Um. Okay. So yeah, tracking things like that. Obviously, like there's a lot of glitches in the combat. Yeah, look, I know 4 and 6. It is what it is. A lot of spamming going on. You know, just gonna have to keep it moving. So, backing out of this, we got the online career mode, which is pretty dope. It's all creative fighters. You get to kind of like you get your regular fighter evolution points. You can put your points wherever you want. You know what I'm saying? And then I guess one of the other changes they got here, the pre-fight. I'm gonna do this. You're gonna do that. Is all gone. Now they kind of got this right here, so you get this little like one of your things. I like to do the rock paper scissors. I think that's fun. But again, this guy right here, like this is really gonna show. Like just watch how fast my long term head health goes down here. Like I'm blocking, but at the same time, like all this dude really has to do is just kind of stand there and throw strikes. Like no matter how bad his short term stamina is, he's still gonna have 100% power. And I mean like that leaves almost like zero room for counter strikes. There have been instances where like I've literally had like split 3 strikes and had counter shots. Like now they got the little camera flashes from the audience, and I'll still end up losing that fight, and that person won't even get knocked down from it. It's like, okay, hang on, you just got countered 3 times in a row, and this dude was literally able to just sit here and knock me out through my block. Like, what is going on? What's going on with this game when that can happen? And then this is just kind of showcase here. You see, you get your little evolution, everything like that. You can go in, click your fighter evolution, and then now it gives you all your stand up. You gotta use fighter evolution to unlock new moves and to unlock your perks too. But the perks kind of come with what's it called, requirements. So it'd be like, oh, if you want to have like fast hands, your punch speed, punch power, and maybe like your foot movement and switch stance might have to be like a certain star rating before you can even unlock it. Um, this right here, this guy, I remember him. He was, look, elbows like crazy. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. The spamming. They don't even care. I've kind of found, like, if you leg kick these people, they, like, just, they really don't know what to do about it. Because no one really puts too much health into the leg health. And don't start now. Just because I said something. um, but yeah, and so that typically tends to like shut it down because then they're like, oh crap, like I got a weakness, like I can't just sit here and spam like I want to. And you'll see like this guy's not throwing anything but like elbows, and so I'm like, you know what, you can get like kicked. I'm gonna kick your leg on the ground too. I don't care. I'm gonna like you want to spam me with elbows, I'm gonna just break down your legs. It's fine. I don't care. Um, One of the other new kind of parts about this, though, that I really do like is, honestly, I like the ground and pound finishes. I like those a lot. Something about just Herb trying to step in, because you can kind of get like a few shots after the fact. Like right here, I'm about to stop this dude, and then I'm gonna keep hitting him a little bit, and that's just so satisfying when someone literally sits there and spams you with elbows the whole match. Okay, so now moving on. Okay, so like this is the online career mode. Let's talk about the regular career mode for a second because it's 2023 and the career mode looks the same as UFC 4. It looks the exact same. There's no like I'm bummed. There's like you see Coach like they put all this emphasis on Coach Davis. You see this dude only up until your first title fight, which doesn't take very long. There's maybe like 4 cutscenes in the whole thing, but it has you pick your character's voice. Like you're gonna hear the dude talking a lot, but it never really seems to go that way. Yeah, there's no cutscenes. Honestly, the commentary's kind of weak. I wish they would use that AI voice learning. Just have DC and John Anik like train their voices, and then like let me type in my character. Like let me type in my character's name and have them actually pronounce it. That was another thing. They nerfed Bruce Buffer. He don't like the openings. They don't say how many wins, how many losses. They don't say where you like. He don't say where you're from. It's pretty basic. And at this point in time, I mean, I feel like we should just be past it. Okay, so now this right here, I'm gonna go ahead and showcase the new ground game. Most specifically, I'm gonna snip it because this guy was like, this dude was like, hey man, we're having a jiu-jitsu battle. I was like, all right, cool. We'll sit here, like, we'll attack submissions, roll around on the ground a lot, so you can see he had me in an arm triangle. Now, one of the things, okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put him in an armbar here. So now, if I want to complete the submission, all I have to do is hold my right stick up. He's already transitioned, and now this is what's called racing. You guys have heard it over and over and over again. I was trying to finish the submission. He was trying to get out of it. That's the race. That's what they're talking about. Me personally, against regular human opponents, I haven't necessarily needed to use the struggle button yet. But against the AIs, like, oh yeah, you could definitely struggle the AIs to finish your submissions. It kind of behooves you to do that. Now, just because you do manage to make the transition to finish the submission on this guy, and look, he's using the old assist controls. He don't know what's going on. So whenever you do attempt a submission and you complete it, the person has a submission health bar. So just because you get one doesn't mean it's going to be over. Sometimes it might be, but that's never personally happened to me. I've always had to do at least twice. But the good thing is after you complete it, it just puts you in a more dominant position. So, go attacking the submission, you have 2 options. You can either, complete the submission, so I could complete the armbar, or I could have rolled, I'm pretty sure, to his back. I was just going to complete it this time. I completed the race, or I won that race. So you can see his submission bar went down. It put me in the top mount. He ain't got no stamina. He has no short term. I'm just going to attack another armbar and race him. He was trying to scoot out. I was trying to finish it. And you can see I won that race. I got the tap. So, okay. So now let's go back to the doctor's stoppages. Okay. So you can see on my icon, I got this red little doctor bag with a little plus sign. And this dude's gonna back up from me just a little bit. Like, the doctor stoppage happens when there's no context. You see Herb steps in, and what they're so upset about, they're gonna show a close up on my character. You can see my eyes pretty shut. So for the rest of this round, I gotta make sure that I don't take any more damage, because normally there can't, like, I've definitely like had the doctor come in just the one time and then they're like, hey, damage is too bad, stop the fight. I hate that. Like, let me go out, let me finish it. So the doctor was nice enough. He called it. I just got to make sure I don't take any more damage, so I'm gonna go ahead and just adjust my tactics. But we'll get into all that, when I'm actually doing like a fight showcase and video. I really just kind of wanted to focus on the main topics of UFC 5, what I like about it, what I don't like about it, the differences. The roster could have been updated. I mean, like, when you think about it, they're making a new FIFA, NBA, NFL game every year with updated rosters. It's been 3 years, and like, we really don't have a new roster. We don't really have cutscenes in the career mode. We don't really have I mean, the damage is crazy, you know what I'm saying? But, and then also what we don't have, like, there's no, like, when you beat the career mode, there's nothing there's no final cutscene, and that makes zero sense to me. There's also a few glitches with the actual commentary throughout my entire career mode. I played as the character you guys are seeing now, and it always referred to my sparring partner as a female. So, I think EA has a lot of work to do, but the game is still really good. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up here. I don't want it to get too long. Please like and subscribe. Stick around. I got my, I'll show you guys my first not first fighter showcase, but I'm gonna show you guys one of my fights coming up soon. So hang on. Thank you.